Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai.
When you change to an electric car, you reduce pollution, both outside and inside. Change what you can with the MG ZS EV.
डिशवॉशर है ना?
जितनी स्क्रबिंग उतनी सफाई।
इसमें आपके बेटे ने दाल मखनी जलाई थी, फिर भी चकाचक।
Bosch, Indian kitchen का dishwasher.
When was the last time you conducted an in-person meeting? Most likely it was 6 months ago or even more. Who knows? Well, Indians and of course professionals and people across the world have found new ways of communicating and staying in touch and conducting business. Zoom, in fact, could soon be an adjective much like Google. So here we have with us Ms. Aparna Bawa, Chief Operating Officer and an Interim Chief Legal Officer of Zoom Video Communications, to tell us about the crisis and the opportunity it has opened up for the communication sector.
We have seen that virtual communications and collaboration is witnessing a massive growth and a transformation. I know that our lives have forever changed. We are living in a world where video communication is essential real time. Work from home with Zoom has become the new normal. And at Zoom, we think very hard about how to make the work from home experience enjoyable and productive for our user base. We welcome the opportunity to serve all of you during this new normal. With that, I have a few thoughts. The virtual meeting economy. The future of work has forever changed, as I mentioned, and virtual meetings will be a fixture even when the pandemic is over. Employers are realizing that employees are just as productive, if not more productive, and motivated by the efficiencies created by the virtual meeting. You no longer have to get in a car and drive a long time to get to the office or jump on that bus or train. As people have become more comfortable working online, you can expect to see more digital events with higher relevance and better market penetration. Employers are also realizing that they can hire talent where talent exists, as opposed to where they have physical locations. There are more job opportunities across the board, and people are spending less time in traffic. At Zoom, we are also seeing new use cases every day. It surprises us when we see something new that we haven't thought of before. Weddings, birthdays, sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, nightclubs, theater productions, magazine photo shoots, filmmaking. I think there have been several Bollywood movies that have been shot over Zoom, festival celebrations, graduations, and all of the above are examples that demonstrate how comfortable people have become with the online video meeting. Of course, people often misunderstand that just because you are online doesn't necessarily mean that you are safe. Online safety is just as important as real world safety. Cybercrime has seen a significant rise as people want to leverage the fact that everyone is online to take advantage of the vulnerable. Multiple platforms have been working on security initiatives, and we are no exception. For companies like us, our job is of an enabler to help people stay connected during these trying times. And we must ensure that we are providing governments, big and small enterprises, educational institutions, and individual users with a platform that is secure and gives them comfort in their own virtual space. A simple example is like it's your home. You would lock the door in your house and make sure that you check when someone rang the doorbell. That's also the same thing that you have to do in a virtual meeting. You should find the door and close it before someone enters without permission. Some of the tips that I can share about enabling safe meetings: try not to use your personal meeting ID for public meetings. Save your personal meeting ID for smaller gatherings where you do know everybody coming in the door. Require a passcode to join. Allow only registered or domain verified users to join. A lot of our schools are doing this to make sure that only their students are able to join and nobody from the outside. Enable waiting rooms and lock the meeting after all the participants have come. You can also control your screen sharing and so that you know who's able to share content on during a meeting. Also, at Zoom, we have a security icon that's available at the bottom of the screen for the host. Know that what that security icon has in it and make sure that you familiarize yourself with it. Something else a lot of us have faced. When we're getting on Zoom, we're on, and there's a lot of pressure. So what do you do about it? We're all newbies in the virtual manner space. We've struggled with the impromptu video call and suddenly looking our best when our boss wants to reach out to us. The hack to remember is that it's just like your board meeting. You go for client meetings, pitch meetings, internal events, etc., in person, and you would behave in a certain way. That same code of conduct applies to the virtual meeting. Here are some friendly tips and suggestions to make your experience and make your coworkers' experience a lot better. When you're not speaking, mute your microphone. It will help keep background noise to a minimum. You might even be able to grab some lunch during that lunchtime meeting and not interrupt the conversation. Be mindful of other background noise when you can't be on mute. I myself, on this call, turned the audio to suppress background noise to a high level. It's available in the audio settings. Take the time to understand your settings on yours in your Zoom application and use them. Position your camera properly. If you choose to use a web camera, be sure it's in a stable position, focused at eye level. And if you do that, it gives the user a sense of direct engagement with you. Try to limit distractions. You can make it easier to focus on the meeting itself if you turn off notifications from your phone or from other apps on your computer. Avoid multitasking. You'll retain the discussion better if you refrain from replying to emails or text messages or working on the presentation that you know is due in the next couple days. Prepare materials in advance. If you are going to be sharing content during the meeting, make sure you have the files and links ready to go before the meeting begins.
Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai.
What are you looking at, Dad?
4WD.
Four weird doodles?
No! Four-wheel
drive.
MG Gloucester. Bookings now open.
डिशवॉशर है ना?
जितनी स्क्रबिंग उतनी सफाई।
इसमें आपके बेटे ने दाल मखनी जलाई थी, फिर भी चकाचक।
Bosch, Indian kitchen का dishwasher.
What does the future look like in a couple months? I'm not sure. What I do know is that this pandemic has been a wake-up call for everyone, and we've learned some very serious and valuable lessons. We have all, including businesses and individuals alike, have struggled to keep up with the disruption. We've also realized the potential and the benefits for virtual collaboration. Virtual collaboration reduces operational costs, improves employee productivity and efficiency, makes you more agile, and it gives you a better sense of day-to-day collaboration. You're able to respond faster, better, and hire better as well, hire more skilled people. Businesses have become smarter and faster. As we inch closer to a post-pandemic world, this need for agility will not go away. The virtual world and its capabilities have been ingrained in our ecosystem. That will continue. We will continue at Zoom to innovate. We will be a major part of the IT strategies and the business strategies for our customers. We are looking at a hybrid world. For example, TCS has just announced that 75% of their workforce will work from home by 2025. Facebook said that almost half of its workforce will work from home in the next 5 to 10 years. All of this shows us that virtual communication and collaboration will continue to be a big part of our lives. From Zoom's point of view, we always strive for innovation, and we always listen to our customers. We want to be the most user-friendly, immersive, adaptive, secure, and unified communications platform. Even though we are serving the world today, we understand that we always need to be mindful of innovation and being generations ahead with our security and privacy features and with our ease of use. We will never stop striving to become better. With our world-class team, we're stepping into the future, and we owe it to our customers to continue to create a safe space to meet. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for that, Ms. Bawa.
Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai.